Alright guys, let's do some myth busting. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in again. I do always appreciate you guys coming back. If you haven't already done so, this is your first time watching, don't forget, go below, hit that subscribe button. Hit it right now so I know you want to keep seeing more of these videos. Now today's episode we're going to be talking a little bit about a myth, or more of a misconception that a lot of investors have. And that misconception is that you make your money on the buy. Many investors believe that making your money on the buy means that you're actually getting a property under contract for either well below what the seller is asking for or well below what that current market value is. So that means they think, okay, if a property is worth $100,000, I have to get it for, $80,000 to $90,000, and then I've got a little bit of equity on the buy. And while that's true, that's actually part of the saying that you make your money on the buy, it's not always relevant in different markets. Now that's not necessarily true in the market I've been working in. In the last 2 years, our market has been red hot, especially for sellers. If you're selling, you're getting at least your asking price, if not more, depending on the type of product that you have. Now, if you're an investor trying to purchase a property in this type of market, it gets very difficult because at the end of the day, you're now having to compete. And when you're coming in below the asking price and everyone else is giving at least list or more, you're going to get wiped out every single time. Yet I still have investors that argue with me saying, well, I'm not going to pay more than at least ask price because I need to make money on the buy. And once again, the misconception is that you need to get it under that value. Now in these hot markets where properties are gaining tons of value every single year, anywhere from 20, 30, 40% depending on the category and what area it's in, you're making the money just by actually getting into the market. So if you're so concerned about getting it undervalued that you're willing to walk away from multiple deals, even if you paid full ask or a little more and that property value essentially goes up 20%, you still made your money on the buy because you got into the market. That's the key factor here, is that you're actually into the market. Now, depending on your investment strategy, whether you're purchasing a fix and flip or just a rental property, it still boils down to numbers. If you purchase that property and you bid a little higher, does that property still make sense for your portfolio? If it's a rent and hold, you need to find out where your top dollar is to still get the cash flow that you're hoping to get. If you figure out what that threshold is, and you know you're going to get your cash flow, you'll still be getting your equity, and the market's still moving, you're going to hit all three centers of returns no matter what, even if you have to pay over the asking price. Same goes for a fix and flipper. At the end of the day, you know that a property value can be sold here. You're going to take X number of dollars to be able to renovate it, holding costs, things like that. What is the maximum amount that you can actually bid on that property to be able to make a profit off of? That's the key fact right there, is how much money can you go over. Now, if you can get that property undervalued, hey, that's always a bonus. But sometimes you got to think the mentality that sometimes it's better to get a deal and pay a little bit more to get into the market than it is to sit and hold your principle of I make my money on the buy. So I'm just hoping that this is a bit of a mind shift for a lot of investors out there that are constantly not taking action because they don't want to compete. Go out there, make those offers, compete, but know what your numbers are, because at the end of the day, if you know your numbers, you know you'll still get a great deal even if you go over the asking price. You're still making money on the buy. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is a real quick video for you this week. This is just a little tip that I wanted to throw out there saying, hey guys, get your heads out of the misconception that you make your money in the buy. You have to get everything under value. Sometimes it pays to go over value for a good product on the market. So keep that in mind next time you're talking to your realtor and you're making those bids on properties. If the market determines that you need to compete to get a good deal, compete, get it. Know what your numbers are. Know what your top dollar is that you can bid to still make the profit that you're looking to get out of it. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this kind of video. Don't forget, throw some comments below, and if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to push to get to that 100. Help me get to the 100 by hitting that subscribe. And that's it for me today. I'll see you next week.